This video is going to tell you about the points in places, plates, and points. How have we been able to travel all over the world for a fraction of the expense? I promise, this is not a scam, and I am not going to ask you for a single dollar. We use promotional deals through credit card companies to get all of this done, and I'm going to explain the basics of how we did it. We've had some amazing opportunities using these strategies, and we want the same thing for you. My journey into the points and miles world began in July 2022. I have always loved to travel, but the cost of travel to many of the places I dreamed about was often out of reach. If I wanted to only take one vacation for 1 week a year, I know that we could manage that, but the need to travel more was constantly lingering in the back of my mind. We are very financially practical in many ways, carrying no credit card debt, paying down debt on vehicles and a house as quickly as possible, having an emergency fund, saving for retirement, the list goes on. But what if I could figure out a way to fund travel with money I was already spending on everyday purchases? I found this information readily available and free online. I owe a tremendous amount of gratitude to 10x Travel. I will link their free course below. I read through all of the information about how credit card sign-up bonus offers can mean a large amount of travel by paying for flights and hotels with points and very little money out of pocket. It is entirely possible to accumulate a large number of credit card points, which can be converted into airline miles and hotel stays without accumulating long-term credit card debt by using your cards for your everyday expenses. Not all credit card points are created equal, and it is important to understand this fully before diving in. My first points earning card was the Chase Sapphire Preferred. This is the best first card to start with when getting into this hobby. The card offers a very low annual fee and many other perks. You can see my link below if you're interested in applying for it. Right now, the sign-up bonus is the highest I have ever seen it in my almost 3 years of experience in points and miles. Once I received my Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I really hit the ground running, reading endlessly about point aspiration trips. Many of these aspirational trips were well within reach. I spoke to Dustin about deciding what our first major trip to fund with points and very little money. For his milestone birthday, we decided on Japan, specifically Tokyo and Kyoto. We figured this was the farthest away we have ever been internationally and would be the most expensive to get to and stay a week. Little did we know, but we succeeded in taking the biggest trip we have ever made for less than $800. We will be posting a complete breakdown of how we got to and from Japan and where we stayed on an 8-day trip complete with flights, including one fancy business class flight, all hotel nights, and all international taxes for less than $800. The cash value of this trip? $20,288.60. While our March 2024 Japan trip planning was in the works, I had to start earning a significant number of points to be able to fund this once-in-a-lifetime trip. I met our points needed to fund the Japan trip much sooner than expected and decided we could easily travel for the rest of 2023 with points and little money. I learned about the Southwest Companion Pass, which was and still is a huge game changer on our points journey. The Southwest Companion Pass allows participants to book a flight and then add a companion for a nominal fee. Essentially, you're getting 2 airfares for the price of 1. Southwest has a large presence at our home airport in Florida, and this pass alone has made traveling domestically in the U.S. more accessible to us for weekend trips. One of my travel goals is to visit every U.S. state, along with as many national parks that I can see along the way. We explored domestically as well as taking a couple of international trips in 2023. Officially, 2023 was our first year as beginners in the redemption of points for travel. We spent less than $1,500 total in all of 2023, and we got to go to Atlanta, Georgia, St. Petersburg, Florida, Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, Montreal, Canada, Lakeland, Florida, Chicago, Illinois, Wesley Chapel, Florida, Nashville, Tennessee, Washington, D.C., Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Atlantic City, New Jersey, Phoenix and Sedona, Arizona, Naples, Florida, an MSC 7-day cruise that left out of Port Canaveral, Florida. All in all, this was 21 hotel nights and 14 flights. So 2023, our travel cash value was $10,781.36. And don't forget, we spent less than $1,500 for all of these trips, and all of those hotel nights, and all of those flights. So let's take our Phoenix and Sedona trip as a quick example. When I opened the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, I received a 60,000 ultimate reward points just for opening the card for the sign-up bonus. And remember, right now the Chase Sapphire is offering 100,000 points. So when I initially got it, I only got 60,000 points as the sign-up bonus. So I had to hit that sign-up bonus by spending $4,000 in 3 months. I did this mostly by using our card for everyday purchases, large and small, that I could think of, car insurance, groceries, using that money that we were already planning to spend. So that is also really important in this travel points and miles game, is making sure you're already spending that money and you're not buying things that you wouldn't normally buy. Because we definitely want to be very financially responsible. Once I completed the sign-up bonus for the Chase Sapphire Preferred, I had a total of 60,000 ultimate reward points, plus the points that I received from spending the $4,000 to reach the sign-up bonus offer, which had me at almost 90,000 ultimate reward points. Remember that the Chase Sapphire Preferred has multipliers on certain purchases. Dining out, for example, for every $1 spent, that translates to 3 points. So there's a multiplier of 3 anytime you're eating at a restaurant when you hold the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. So that $50 meal could easily be worth 150 Chase Ultimate Reward points. To get to Phoenix, we used our Southwest Rapids Rewards points to purchase our flight to Phoenix. And because we have the Southwest Companion Pass, I added Dustin on as a companion for just the taxes and fees, which were $11.20. We stayed 3 nights at the Hyatt Vacation Club in Sedona by transferring 36,000 Ultimate Rewards points into World of Hyatt points from the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. This was our first time staying at a Hyatt Vacation Club hotel, and we received a Hyatt brand stamp for this. So when you stay at 5 unique Hyatt branded hotels, you receive a free night over. Our flight and hotel ended up costing us a total of $37.81 for our 3 nights in Phoenix and Sedona, Arizona, including our nice hotel in Sedona and our flight there and back home. The cash value of this trip would have been $1,602.61. One of the components of this channel will involve breaking down some of the trips we've taken and the tools we've used to do it. You'll notice a lot of Southwest flights because of our Companion Pass, and Hyatt hotel stays due to the points conversions. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. Don't forget to visit 10x Travel. They really are the experts on points and miles. If you want more content like this, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.